Hi there, Lanisha Stokes here, also known as the Mrs. Coach Stokes because my husband's also a coach. And I just want to take a couple minutes and tell you about my journey. I hope I don't go too long, but if you bear with me, I promise it'll be worth it. Can you believe this used to be me? I still look at these pictures in shock. I mean, what was I thinking to let myself gain over 130 pounds over 12, 15 years? From 2002 to 2015, this was my goal weight, to get right back here to where I was back in 1997. I needed to get back here. Now that you see where I came from age about 16 and then where I was at age 35, you'll be able to understand my passion. Now, just a little bit about my background. Back in 1998, 99, I actually started my journey as a personal trainer through 24-Hour Fitness in Morgan Hill, California. And I loved it. And from there, I went on to manage a martial arts studio for Ernie Reyes, West Coast Taekwondo, but up under Tony Thompson, Quadranum Tony Thompson. I loved it. I loved the atmosphere. I loved being physically active. I loved the competitiveness. I loved fitness. I didn't quite have a grasp on health, at least not a good definition, a healthy definition of what it means to be healthy, but I love fitness. Now here's the clincher. From age about 15, I started with Dexatrim, to age 35, I've dieted. I've always yo-yo dieted. That is what my definition of healthy was. My definition of healthy was getting skinny enough to wear a size 8. That was my definition. Nothing about blood work, nothing about having energy, nothing about having strong nails, good hair, good skin, being able to digest my food in a way where I'm getting all my nutrients. Health for me at that time was losing weight to get back into a size 8 or at least a size 9, 10. So as you can see, I took that adolescent idea of what it meant to be healthy, which equals skinny for a lot of young people, and I brought it into adulthood. And that's what I was shooting for. And no matter what I did, yes, I got results for a period of time, but I never maintained it. And then it got so expensive that I would run out of money before I even hit my goal or was able to maintain my goal. So you can see how I yo-yo dieted, right? I would be able to afford a product or a service for a period of time. And then when I couldn't afford it anymore, I kept the weight off for a very small period of time, even with all my knowledge, because remember, in 1998, I became a certified personal trainer through NASM and through ACE. Thank you, Mom. And I was going to school, taking nutrition classes. My goal at that point was to be a doctor. So my whole ambition for becoming a doctor, for becoming a personal trainer, was because I wanted to inspire good living. I wanted to inspire self-care and self-love. But you know what was funny? I didn't even have it for myself. So I want to fast forward to 2014. I had the opportunity through my employer to go to an Anthony Robbins Unleash the Power Within conference. Me and my husband went. The information I gained and the things that I came face to face with completely changed my state of mind and where I was at that point. Now, I've always been a person that loves information. I love to share what I know. I love to listen to people. You know, if they have something, I am solution oriented. I will hear a problem, but my main focus is how do we solve this problem? And I embraced that about myself. I loved that about myself. In fact, when I finished my degree my degree in physical education, I went into post-secondary education as the online coordinator, where I had a chance to teach and I had a chance to be a learning coach to my new students that were taking online classes, and they were all adults. And so I always have had the opportunity to inspire people at some level in their life. And I love that. That is who I am. That is what I'm passionate about. And I embrace that. Now, back to Anthony Robbins. I had a chance to face some of my biggest challenges. I walked on fire. Me and my husband, we walked on fire. So yes, I am a firewalker. One of the hardest things that I thought I could ever do, and I did it. And at that point, I knew that No matter how hard things were, I already had a very hard childhood. I had already dealt with some of my own personal traumas. I had already gone through a divorce from my first marriage. I already had things that were set back, and I've already dealt with that magnitude of pain and dissatisfaction. But for me to be able to walk on fire, hot coals, real hot coals, really hot coals, mind blowing. I can't even tell you what it did for me on the inside. But check this out. Like all of us, knowledge is not what equals power, right? It's the ability to act that equals power. So even with all my knowledge, with all my experience, with all my degrees and certifications, with me walking on fire and getting through with it, I didn't apply even half of the knowledge that I had from all of that to my life because I was still gaining weight. I was still yo-yo dieting, and I couldn't understand why until in 2016, enough was enough. There I was taking a selfie in the gym, looking at my arms, looking at my stomach, looking at me. And I remembered a activity, a little thing I needed to do, which was just look in the mirror and say great things about myself. It was incredibly hard to do that. It was so hard to do that because the woman in the mirror was not the woman that I knew I could be at that point in my life. I have such a high expectation for myself, and I knew at that point I could be so much more. And the one thing that I wasn't giving myself, that all of us adults, especially women, the one thing that we don't give ourselves is time. And I did not give myself time. And I had a belief system that set me up to fail, because I felt and I believed in my heart that I was meant to just be big boned. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. But it started to affect my health. 314 pounds started to affect my ability to sleep. It affected my ability to tie my shoes, to have the energy to deal with my 3 younger kids. It affected me in my sex life with my husband, with my ability to feel sexy and be passionate in the bedroom. Even more so. It affected my confidence. I couldn't even do what I loved because of how I looked. And I was not going to be that personal trainer that was fat, excuse my language, and out of shape. I refused to do that because how dare I try to coach somebody on how to live healthy when I am not doing that myself. And so I was not going to do that. I was not going to follow the mediocrity that we tend to experience nowadays because people do not have to fall in line with qualifications, with criteria. So anyways, that was my sidebar. I had to say enough was enough. Today is the day. It's time, Lanisha. Make a choice. Stop being afraid of what you don't know. Do it. You have the support of your husband. Your kids love you. You have all this education. You know what you want to do. And if the only thing stopping you is this weight, then do it. It's time now. So I did it. And every year, every month so far, I've been down. I now proudly weigh 186 pounds. My goal is 143. But I have lost a whole person. And I did that because I changed my approach. So now that brings me to today, right? That brings me to right now and what I'm doing right now. Now, I have my certification as a personal trainer, and I've enjoyed that thoroughly. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy being someone's workout partner and sharing my knowledge. However, I want to do a little bit more. I want to reach and inspire the power that we possess. So maybe your light is dim, or maybe it might feel like it's about to go out. I am that person that wants to come flick the switch back on, light the match, add the fuel, right? Add the lighter fluid. I'm her. That's who I am. That is my role. That is why I started back in health and fitness as a accountability coach, as a life coach, as a transformation coach, success coach, whatever you want to call it. That is my focus now, because what I realize is that it's not about the newest diet. It's not about the newest compression pants or the newest a workout or being in the gym for 5 hours a day. It's not about any of that. It all starts with your mindset. Your mindset and making small changes and being consistent with it. When you fail a lot at something, even though you want to try it, always in the back of your mind is how you failed. And so I want to show you how I got out of that rut. I want to share the information that I use because, believe it or not, it's not difficult. We tend to make things difficult because for some reason it sounds more dignified or more, credible the more difficult it is, but it's not complicated. It's not complicated. What it boils down to is your ability to truly give yourself time and to practice self-care and self-love. Now, my philosophy on this is that me especially as a mother, and this is my belief, my philosophy. My philosophy that if I don't practice self-care and self-love, I am being the most selfish mother and wife, friend, daughter, and sister that I could ever be, because there are people that depend on me. Because when I don't give myself care, when I don't understand how to love myself, I cannot love my children, my husband, and the people that I do love to my fullest capacity. I can't even love them from my overflow, let alone from my cup. So although I'm still a personal trainer, and although I still love hosting boot camps and all that good stuff, I love that. That's something me and my husband have together, and I love that we do that. I am now fully 1,000% stepping into my role as a life coach, as a success coach, as an accountability coach, whatever you want to call it. But I am here to help inspire positive change in people's lives and show you some very uncomplicated way to achieve your goals. Okay? And so that is what I'm doing. And I want you to join me on this journey. So what's it going to be? Are you going to join me? Are we going to do this together? Because I want you to experience what I'm experiencing right now. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, just about every morning. And I don't wake up with an attitude. I wake up full of energy and passion. And then after I wake up, I give myself me time, my 2.4 hours, 10% of 24 hours. I feed my mind. I get on the treadmill. Sometimes I just walk for an hour. I give myself my hour of power, as Anthony Robbins would say. And then sometimes I walk a little bit more because I want to be able to run 5 miles in the next couple of months, at least by fall. That's my personal goal though. But I first had to start with, I need to be able to look at myself in the mirror and see the woman that I am and love her. No matter how much weight I am, no matter what I weigh, I need to look in the mirror and say, I love you. You've been through hell and back, and you are strong. You are stronger than you could ever know. You are beautiful. You are sexy. You are a great mother. You are a great friend. You are a great sister. I needed to first start there. But to start there, you got to deal with some other things first. But I want to bring you on this journey. I invite you to come on this journey with me. So I'm going to take advantage of technology. I'm going to use online. I'm going to use video conferencing. I'm going to use Facebook groups. I'm going to use my Instagram, my Facebook business page, texting, FaceTime. I'm going to use everything that this world has offered us in technology to make this communication process easy. Because what I found is that my road got hard and it got rough when I didn't have any encouragement, when I didn't have anyone to say, hey, how you doing today? Or, hey, here's a suggestion. Or, hey, I haven't seen you. What's going on? So I have found that I do much better when I am a part of a community of like-minded people. So now that you know a little bit about me, you know what I'm getting ready to get into fully. I've already been doing it for so many years, but I'm going to do it more on an official level now. Think about, you shouldn't even have to think about it. You should have made your mind up like 5 minutes ago that you want to be a part of this team, because I am my case study, okay? I am the person, and please, I need to do another sidebar. If you go to a personal trainer, or if you're in a boot camp or some kind of exercise class, and your leader can't smile or doesn't have anything positive to say, or you go through their social media and everything is just negative, it's sarcasm when it's judgmental, get out of that class. That is not where you need to be, okay? Because everything is 80% psychological. Everything is 80% mental, 80% mental. So that means we need to start with the mind, and we need to surround ourselves with people that create an environment that is conducive to our goals. We have enough negativity that we got to deal with, right? Don't take on other people's problems and attitudes and judgments and sarcasms and things like that when it comes to this healthy lifestyle. Don't do that. And don't be that person that if someone's not doing it your way that they're wrong. Don't be that person either. Everybody has their own journey to health. Everyone has their own definition of health. But we all have the same challenge of giving ourselves time. And a lot of us have the challenge of really being able to love who we are and to establish a new belief system. So everything we touch, we can finish. We can feel success. We can see progress. See, when you're done with me, not only are you going to feel confident whether you're using exercise videos at home or an on-demand system or on the treadmill or at the gym or in a class, not only are you going to complete the things that you start, but you're going to see progress and you're going to see results, because I'm not just solution-minded, I'm results-oriented. And when you work with me, we're going to figure out how to get your best results. This is not a one-size-fits-all. And sometimes when your mind is not right and you try to participate in other things, you put the cart before the horse, you end up failing because you get overwhelmed and then you get back into your old habits. I know you know what I'm talking about. So what do you say? Is it time? I think so. The time is now. 2016 versus 2018. I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself, and I look forward to what this is going to look like in January 2019. So I have room, and I know I did all that talking, like 15 minutes? I have room for 5 women. I need 5 women. 5 women. 5 women who are just tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough. I'm tired of not finishing what I started. I'm tired of feeling overwhelmed with information, with all this dieting. I'm tired of dieting. I just want a lifestyle so I can wake up with energy, with passion, with focus, with confidence, with love. And I want to give myself time. I finally want to give myself time so I can be better in every area of my life. I need 5 women. 5 women for 30 days. Join me. Let's get it done. Let's make some changes. And I am so excited to be a part of your journey, to share this very small part of your journey, because it's not a huge part, but it is a small part. And it brings so much meaning to my life and meaning to what I do. It adds so much value to what I do to know that I'm making a difference beyond just showing you exercises and beyond telling you what to eat and what not to eat. We're going to figure those things out along the way, but we're going to do it in a way that we can keep it off. And we're going to do it in a way where you don't feel like you have to be in a gym to get the best results, where you can feel like you don't have to shop and spend hundreds of dollars at Trader Joe's or at any other place that you feel like is completely out of your reach right now in order to experience the health that you want, because this is about your health. This is about your life. This is not about a size 6, a size 4, a size 2, a size 0. That's going to come, whatever your goals are. This is about you feeling good about who you are today. Okay, now look down, right? Probably right there. DM me. I need to get your information so I can invite you to a very private group. So that way your stuff is not all out on Facebook and all that stuff. Some of us are very private, but we are going to have a community of women where we share and exchange information and where we build each other up and inspire each other to be our very best self. I want to show you all the tools I used. Now, let me just give you this little tidbit, okay? Because I'm going to talk to you about this also in the group. But when I was from January of 2016 to August of 2017, I had only, well, I'm not going to say only, but I had lost a significant amount of weight. I lost, I think 60 pounds, 65 pounds, okay? From that time period. That's about a year and a half. And that's still really good. I'm so proud of those results. From August of 2017 till January of 2018, I had lost another 50 to 55 pounds. It was somewhere in there. Do you know what changed? I started to implement this program that I am introducing to you right now. And we also let our gym membership go. So I wasn't even going to the gym during that time. Wasn't working nearly as hard as I was working out in the gym during that first year. So it's worth a shot. Let's do it. You have nothing to lose except bad belief system, some bad habits, and some weight. Other than that, you have nothing to lose. That information right there, DM me. I have a support and accountability group starting very soon in the next week or so, couple of weeks. Get me your information and fill out that application so we can get this ball rolling. Now, you might be on a wait list, and that's okay, because if I get enough people and I need to open up another group, then I'll do that. But I only want to focus on 5 women at a time at this point, because we are result oriented. We want to see results. I want you to see results, and I want you to be encouraged and just be inspired to keep going. All right? So don't wait. I don't even know why you're still watching this video right now. I would have sent the information a long time ago. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for giving me a good 20 minutes of your time today. I promise you, you follow through, it's going to be worth it. So tap into your power, act right now, and send me that DM, okay? Have a beautiful day.